Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking Friday. How are things going? Thanks for joining. See, chat is a bit rowdy. Nice to see the faces. Thanks for being so early, guys. How are you, Scotsman? Nailed it. Pretty close second. Tom coming in. Christmas Eve trucking stream. Yes, we will have a stream then. Yeah, that's on a Friday, right? Yes. That's the plan. I'll keep you guys posted what I have. How are you doing, Thor? Are you in the middle of the road somewhere? Stay safe. How cold is it getting there in Norway? What is that? Oh, you get your teeth pulled. Oh yes, I remember. Your wisdom teeth. You'll be sleeping the entire time, right? Hope everything goes well. Hey Storn, good morning. Hey CT, I was a bit nervous about that. Thankfully it wasn't the case. Hey Ark, how are you? What are you driving currently? Patrick, how's it going, bro? Were you in Jack's stream? Let's see. Hey Ethan, thanks for joining. What was it? 1 second. Something about a rusty bucket. Is that for the ONOP series? I was asking you guys. No one has commented yet. No, I think you guys wanted to paint it out. Yeah, but after we pay off the loan. 26 pallets of fish on your trailer. Nice. Yeah, no one will notice if we take a few pieces out, I guess. Hey, Alex. How was the, what's the game called? The guys you were playing, Alex, Jack. Something. The cool looking, stealthy, first person game. Thanks for joining the stream. Glad you guys made it. Hey, Daniel. Appreciate that, man. Glad you made it to the stream. Hey, Miguel. Oh, you didn't forget this time. Appreciate the company. -7. Goal. Is that the place in Norway? I'm not familiar with it. 170 km to go to Oslo. Oslo, I heard of. Ending your break in 10 minutes. So thank you for dropping by the stream. Keep safe, man. Generation firework. Generation 0. Is that the one? There you go. Hey, Laxer. Thanks for joining the stream. I take it you watch the YouTube page. Hello, fellow ID consultant. I like the sound of that. 143 is good so far. Oh yes, please let me know how your experience is going with 143. Because I just updated as well. 143 is officially out. And for ATS at least, I'm happy to check it out. I did notice something immediately. It's very subtle. It's very subtle, you almost don't notice it, but it does seem like the text overall looks more crisp, doesn't it? Let's see. Been driving around a bit, both ATS and ETS. Starting to get back into ETS 2. Enjoy new things in 143. The MAN TGX Euro 6 Efficient Line 3. I saw that. To be honest, I didn't really notice the difference. I'm not very familiar with the parts. ATS hanged. 1 second, let's restart that. OBS woes. Airport renovator. I saw it. I saw that you are renovating the airport. It looks pretty interesting, but I'm not sure if I'm getting into it yet. It's more on the maintaining the airport than flying around it, right? AI cars going through the way stations. I saw that you posted that. We'll see if I noticed that today. Wait a minute, is that not allowed? Oh, that is a good point, Alex. I actually didn't see anything about that. Let me double check. That's a good point. You don't want to be streaming anything that shouldn't be streamed. Has to not show it yet. Really? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't then. Dang it. Well, that puts a wrench into my plans. But thank you for letting me know, because we would be in trouble if not. Then we might need a change of plan, guys. 1 second. Okay, let me read it up. I'm just in Patron here, looking at the page, seeing what notes there are. So there is an update to Reforma. You can check that out. Yeah, that kind of works. And then Esterlon. Okay, this one. I'm not showing you the screen. So this is the Patron page. Alright. How to install. Oh, I see. Okay, so maybe it's not allowed, huh? Dang it. There is this statement, please keep this file exclusively for Patron along this month. Well, that could have made sense, kind of makes sense, right? Don't share it outside Patreon, the file. If you want to share this map, please use this page of patreon.com/eblem to allow access. Which makes sense, because that's, we don't want to share the file itself. But the footage, not so sure. Yeah. Okay, but let me read chat. Maybe there are some more details. From how it is worded in Patron, it seems they don't want you to share the file, which makes perfect sense. It's exclusive to patrons. But I don't know if there is something that says don't share any footage at all. Can't watch the stream. Oh no. Why not, Miguel? I noticed we didn't have the resolutions. Oh yeah. Because we don't have other resolutions at the moment. Twitch doesn't like us. It might be a problem. Sorry about that, Miguel. Yes, it's a real scaled map, 1:1 Tor. Chat works fine, but video and audio don't work. Yikes. Okay. He did stream it on YouTube himself. Ah, there you go. Thank you, Eblem. Thank you for confirming that. Okay, that's great to hear. And thank you for dropping by the stream. Whoever told you about the stream, thank you for telling Eblem. And thank you, Eblem, for confirming. Okay, the fun continues. Let's go. Appreciate the confirmation. That helps a lot. Thanks, Alex, for being vigilant about it. Hey, Raul. Glad you guys made it. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I guess that there was a bit of confusion. Thank you for clearing that up, though. Okay, so you can see something you don't see normally. You see, we have a new profile because it's a standalone map, and standalone maps require a separate profile. That makes sense, right? That's always been the case, even with other standalone maps. But the thing that's pretty unique right now is you can see the number of mods in use. I'm not sure I ever had this low number of mods usage, because I'm not sure if we need more than this, but yeah, I'm trying to minimize it. And let's look. Let's make Clumpy come out here. Actually, the number of mods is very limited because I don't feel the need to add so much yet. Okay, so we have the Esterlon here. I hope I'm using the right load order. This is what I saw in Patron. Esterlon above, Mega Resources below. I did enable real companies because I noticed Esterlon is using the fictional company names from the default game. So I think that will work. We have Sizzle's Mega Pack, and I have this skin pack I saw from Steam Workshop that modifies a lot of default trucks. So it's pretty good for the modern trucks we have in the default game. And this contains lots of real company liveries, paint jobs. So I think it's perfect. It's all an all-in-one package. As always, this is in the mods list, guys. ! Mods. I'm using the immersive symbols extreme as well. Sound fixes, of course, from Drive Safely. The engine sound pack 3.7 from Kriechbaum, and through mirror FOV. That's it. I wanted a modern engine, the most modern engine we have, which is a Cummins X15, if I remember what you guys said. And I think this is the best X15 version out there at the moment. But you guys feel free to correct me if I got that wrong or if you have other suggestions, okay? But yes, we'll keep it basic so we can really explore the essence of the map. All right, let me get back. Great to hear. Yes, thank you for saving the day. Thanks, Raul. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is perfect timing. Okay, so I was starting to get nervous. All right, let's start it up. You use that skin pack. Yeah, it's very nice. I'll show you guys. I'll show you a bit. That's one of the new things. The loading screen is now more varied, and it has actually a label showing which place it is. And I'm not sure if you see the skin yet. This is one of the skins. We are back to our roots. Swift trucking. Yes. But there's a lot more, and I'll show you. But before I show you, here's the map, guys. So this is the version, what, 1.1? It's a 1-to-1 map. So the distances, if I like go from end to end, so far it's only 21 miles. But if you look at the trip time, that's 1 hour 25. So I'm expecting that's really 1 hour 25 more or less in real life, because that's the essence of a 1-to-1 scale, right? And yeah, looking forward to seeing all these details, because you can see I have not really gone around anywhere. I just did the first job when you start the profile. I had profile jumpstart, so I get the max level and money, so we don't have to worry about it. And we can focus on exploring. Hey, Miguel. Thank you for 3 months. Goodness, all in a streak. Thanks for the resub, man. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but thanks anyway. Please let him know I'm thanking him. And yes, it's 1080p because we don't have transcoding. That's the term I'm looking for. Thank you. How are you doing, Ethan? Esterlon map before the stream. Ah, yes, it's not. It's a standalone map, yes. Eblem can correct me here and give us more details if he's still here. But from what I read in the Patron page, it's a passion project of his. So I think it's I'm not sure if burnout is a right term, but I'm going to use it anyway. He was starting to feel a bit of burnout with the original Reforma maps, and he wanted something to a different project to really stretch his legs, stretch his wings, and just be as creative as he can be. So he came up with a fictional map, 1-to-1, that is based from real life. Some places, I guess. So inspiration from real places, but not restricted by real life. So he can be as creative as possible. And this is the product of that. And this is only the early version. I believe there will be more versions. You can see the map goes quite big. And yes, we only have the first version so far. So we'll see how it looks. Good. Alright, have a good one, Thor. Stay safe and catch you soon, man. Take care of those fish. Swift, oh no, yeah, okay. So let's see how that looks. I'm also using, as you see, the Freightliner Cascadia, the new one, 2022. So we have the fancy. Oh, the surprise. I saw something, guys, and you will not believe it. Well, you saw it already, if you saw it, if your eyes were keen. But guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Alan is awake. Yeah. I was looking at the truck config and I saw there's a version where Alan is awake. I think he really likes the map and the truck. So he's all up for this one today. No sleeping on the job. But yes. There you go. Okay. Fictional map inspired by different regions in US and Mexico with a touch of the own concept. Nice. Looking forward to trying it. Yeah, I know, right? Doesn't happen often. So in terms of the paint jobs, you can see all these things. That's part of the ATS skin pack. Really like it. Looks very well polished, right? Something you would expect to see on the roads in real life. And these are real companies, I believe, right? I believe Miguel from our community drives one of these. I'm not sure which company it was though. It looked like blue, but I'm not sure which company. But yes, so many nice realistic looking companies. You are spoiled for choice. And let's go with the Swift one. That is closest to our heart. Hey, drive safely. Surreal to see Alan the cat awake. I know, right? It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And yes, we're doing the X15, Cummins X15. I actually don't know how it sounds. From what I saw in the engine mega pack change log, the X15 version was updated I think last year, 2020. December 2020 or something like that. So let's hear it. Not bad. That's a good point, Laxer. Yeah. Thor would have had all the fish that Alan would need. Maybe that's why Alan is awake. Maybe he heard about the fish and now he's going to be disappointed and he'll end up sleeping later. I think I'll have to lower this down though. It's a bit too loud. When you're using Kriechbaum sounds, you don't have to max these out. 1 second, I can get that to the middle. And then we'll adjust as necessary. Oh my goodness. Can I do it? There you go. Let's go do it like that. Thanks, Miguel. Have a good one. For map combos. Yeah, Pro Mods unfortunately isn't compatible with 143 yet. I'll have to wait for that. There is the digital dashboard. Have you guys driven this yet? Looks very sleek. I'm not normally in the mood for modern trucks. I like the classic ones a lot, but goodness, I'll gladly make an exception for this. Really feels different. And it looks very polished. Right? The animations, the effects and everything. How does that look? The dashboard, you can change the turbo. And sounds like a real modern truck. I'll take it. Oh, I'm using manual transmission. Okay, I think I have an Eaton Fuller installed. Would be more realistic maybe if it's automatic. Do you still have manual trucks like this? But anyway, I think we can play that a bit with some creative freedom. Hey Roy, Australia. Only for ATS, the Australian Outback is what I'm familiar with. If you become a patron of Rob, he will grant you access to that, I believe. Alright, let's go and get a job. What kind of job would be nice? I'm not so sure, to be honest. And all of them, this is a common sickness. I think this is a game limitation. If it's a one-to-one map, it expires very fast. I'm not really sure why that is, but I've seen that in all one-to-one maps. Grand Utopia, Pomezania. Am I saying the right map name? Oh, brain fart. Oh, one thing I haven't shown you yet. New in 143. The filters are a thing now. So normally, there's an automatic filter depending on the zoom level. You can see that changing, right? And that's how it has been since forever. But now you can actually remove everything or just maybe reset to default and just say, okay, I just want to see the service because I need to repair my truck. It's very functional. And you can see that from any zoom level if you modify it this way. It's a very nice quality of life addition. New update has ruined your game progress. Yikes. So maybe let's just go to the nearest job here. Which one do you guys want? Maybe let's explore around here first. Let's go to Lennar or Home Depot. Yeah, let's go to Home Depot right across the street. And then let's just take any job and roam around the city. Let's do that. If I can... There. Some mods were not working and they were marked red. Yes. Oh yeah, that is going to be very tricky, Laxer. Yeah. That is the common sickness for new versions and Mods not being compatible and causing a crash. That's mostly likely due to missing parts. Unfortunately, there is no easy answer. Okay, some cars are disappearing there. I think this road needs a bit of work. Yeah, and yes, that's one thing to take note though, guys. This is early access, right? This is like earliest version of the map. So we will see some bugs. We will see some holes in the map, some grass on the roads and all that kind of stuff. But overall, it should be a very interesting map to explore. Very different. ATS have been driving the 2022 Cascadia. Nice. Yeah, I think I'll switch to an automatic transmission. I kind of like feel it more as a modern truck if I have it on automatic. I don't know, having the manual shifting is a bit more... I kind of immerse myself better if I'm replicating it a bit more as how it is in real life. So let me move it to automatic for now. I kind of feel better shifting manually when it's a classic truck. But when you have this much of a fancy dashboard and everything, kind of feels like automatic should be better. Invisible walls. Where? Created a new profile for 143 while you wait for mods to be updated. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I haven't tried my original profile yet. There are some mods which are not yet compatible. Company mod up to date with Wyoming. Yes, yes. The real company mod by MLH is up to date. It's also changing many of the companies in Wyoming itself, or I think all of them. It's so well maintained, that real company mod. Highly recommend it. Do we want some reefer action? Yeah, let's go for some reefers here. I don't have the reefer sounds from Drive Safely, I think. But I think we can do the audio thing. The audio voice navigation trick. Let's see if that works with the freight market. Most map mods will be broken for a bit after 143. Ah. SCS changed some definition files, so the update won't be so easy. I see. Nice. Well, as always, you guys are always on top of it, right? Goodness. Yeah, I remember when you were... when 143 beta came out, like it was maybe, I don't know, a day or so, then we already got an update for Reforma for 143 specifically. There's our trailer. You see the cones? Let's go and position ourselves here. I have to remember I am not a cab over though. Level 0. Tricky. You use mostly auto now. Yeah, it is quite nice. For me personally, yeah, I usually do auto for European trucks and for modern trucks, and then I switch to manual for classic ones. Especially I guess my main decision logic for today, that's why I switched to auto, because you heard sometimes the gear grinds when I float my gears. The gear grinding is not really my favorite sound. The default gear grinding sound is not my favorite, so I don't want to hear it when floating gears, because it shouldn't really do that, right? In real life, if you don't have the, let's say you're in second gear going to third gear, from second gear you go to neutral, and you don't really go to third gear, and if you're wrong, your gear grinds, you just can't go to third gear in the first place. So I don't like hearing that gear grinding sound. It's not very realistic. There should be no gear grinding, even if you get it wrong, because it will just not slot into place. The shifter will not let you. Hey, Grey Dog, I was wondering where you have been. Hope you're doing fine, man. Thank you for resubbing and thank you for joining the stream. Hope everything is well. Alright, let's go around the city. Let's explore. Where do we go? I think we can go around first like so. Right. Like that maybe would be enough. Let's see. And then let's navigate. Let's change later on. Did you guys notice any difference with the sounds? They did change the interior sounds, they said, right? Let's open the windows and see if we can notice something. Well, we can definitely hear this much better, right? Much more raw and very realistic with how it is when you have your windows open. And when you have your windows closed, is it like more muffled now? It does sound properly muffled and feels like an interior. But to be honest, I'm not sure if it's different from before. Because Kriechbaum always had that properly done, right? But yeah, it does sound like a proper modern engine, doesn't it? Good luck, Laxer. Hope that works. Even the Volvo you use in ETS to smart red. You mean the Volvo FH Classic? Oh yeah, most likely. Actually, for ETS2, I went back to 142. Because especially for Season 2, Pro mods is a requirement. You cannot continue the series without Pro mods in ETS2. So I went back to 142 immediately in ETS2. Haven't noticed anything. The sounds, yeah. I played, so when I started this profile, I started with the Cascadia and everything was default, no engine sounds yet. So I was hearing a bit of the default sounds. I didn't really notice any difference. So that means it's the same. Maybe let's not go there. Let's focus on the map, right? I like that we have street signs. Bruciaga Drive. And then we have those establishments. And yes, the real company mod seems to work. We see some Taco Bells, we see some 7-Elevens. It's very nice. This guy though, I'm not sure why he went over the line there. Maybe he's a bit too eager. I also noticed a bit of frame drop. So I think there are lots of objects in this place. Because my GPU is not able to stretch its legs, it's only at 50%. It's my main thread, CPU main thread, that's maxing out. So I think this might also be still undergoing some optimization. Very early in the process still. I do like what I see there on the left. You can actually kind of see a city skyline there. On the left side, you see some buildings on the skyline, yeah. Very nice, I wonder what city that is. And then on the right, you can see some hills with some wind turbines. I like the vibe. I surely like the vibe. Been better, wifey not well. Oh my goodness, needs eye surgery on both eyes. Oh, sorry to hear that, Grey Dog. Sure thing, man. Sure thing. No worries, man. We're here for you. And hoping for the best, keeping our fingers crossed for the missus. Hope everything goes well. Haven't noticed a difference with interior sounds much. Thanks, man. But yeah, appreciate the company. Glad you're here. Yeah, take care of the missus and do some more chores maybe. That will definitely help. By the way, Grey Dog, that was you, wasn't it? With the video of the decorations for Christmas. It unfortunately didn't load properly. I saw a viewpoint. Oh, there's a manhole here. Looks like this is a cemetery. Very elaborate looking one. Maybe, I think that's the sign for the cemetery, maybe. Alright, Laxer. Awesome, man. Enjoy, enjoy. West Zacatl Mission. Zacatl. Zacatle? Zacatl, maybe. I don't know. Depends on which nation you're looking from. But it's a fictional company. It's a fictional city. So we can say it however we want, I guess. I do like how busy it is. And I like how varied it is, right? Like the outskirts, the, how do you call it, suburbs. You see the houses. They're the lower buildings, and then near downtown you see the high rises and everything. Yeah, lots of cemeteries in here. Goodness. That was you. Looking forward to it, Grey Dog. But don't worry about it, and that would be the least of your concerns. Focus on the misses first. What is that wall thing? That one? Yeah, that. What is that? Looks pretty interesting. Sounds like Seattle. Zacatl. Ah, it's like Zacatecas and Seattle combined, maybe? Could it be? It does seem like it has a Mexican vibe to it, like a bit of Mexican town kind of feel. Kind of feel like I'm in some parts of Mexico here, in some aspects. But then again, when I look around, it does feel like the US. So maybe that is exactly the vibe, right? Mexican and US inspired. Went through the cemetery. That one with the arcs, I'm not so sure. Does look like very decorative, doesn't it? This is Mission Street. Ooh. That is Hope Avenue. How do you read that, guys? Is this Hope Avenue, West Hope Avenue we're driving in? I guess Mission Street is that way, right? The one perpendicular to us. But this one we're driving in is West Hope Avenue. Is that how you read it? I think. Ding ding. Totally is a portmanteau of Zacatecas and Seattle. Ah, nice, nice. Glad to hear it. Okay. Oh, a bridge is coming up, guys. You know what's coming then. Right, Alan? Awake for a change. It feels so weird having him awake there. Doesn't feel real. Okay, let's take a photo here. Describing the city in all season, audio line only. I'll try to be as descriptive as possible so you can imagine it in your mind. Oh, that looks pretty interesting. It's like because that's a cloverleaf ramp, right? And then they decided to put like a design in the middle. Actually pretty nice. Kind of like how you have those designs in the roundabout. That's a nice place for redesigning. Oh, that's the mod I missed. The one that increases the camera distance and speed. I'll have to add that back later on. But for now, I think we can make do this. Maybe. That looks amazing. I'll take it. A train below the bridge. Let's go and see. Zacatecas and Seattle, yeah. It's pretty close. I do like the signs. The signs look a bit different, right? They are definitely US inspired, I'm sure. This looks familiar. But the shield, E15, I guess that's like very similar to like an interstate, right? Instead of blue, it's red though, and E for Esterlon, I guess. Or interstate. Esterlon Highway, maybe. But I like that. Definitely see the influence there. Okay. Let's go and look. Oh, I see a bus stop. A possible expansion into some bus mods, maybe. I like that. There's even a sign and an actual stop there. There was a sign we passed. I wasn't able to read it. Maybe some of you guys did. And looks like there's a roundabout. So the Esterlonians don't seem like they are afraid of roundabouts here in this place. Also, there looks like there is is that a hospital maybe? And there is a viewpoint. I think I'd like to see that. Let's go and check it out. Over on this side. Well, there is a hospital. If that's H is for hospital, I guess it is. But I'm not sure which one it is. But then the viewpoint is right here on the bus stop. Okay, let's try that out. And then there's a roundabout there at the end. Where we'll turn around and go about our original route. A cool map for a car or truck mod, yeah. Coffee and Java sounds amazing, man. Hey, why doesn't that trigger? 1 second. Did I get it wrong? Oh, there. Okay, missed it by an inch or so. There it is. Okay, let's have a look. Government City. I like that there are so many views. Oh, there are mountains there. Kind of feels like Mexico indeed, in a way. Oh yeah, Jaffa and coffee. I've had that once, and I want to do it again. Goodness. Describing things from far away, you can see for and see. Dream based simulator based on Google Maps. You can truck, drive, trainer. Oh my goodness, yes, the Dream, the simulator. It's not anymore just flight sim, truck sim. It's just the sim. Yeah, that works very well for me. 4 things on the corners, but in game, hey, I didn't notice that detail, Miguel. But yes, I am really liking the digital dash. I hope the Actros 5 team adopts this, because it does seem amazing. Looks very sleek, looks very believable, and I think it's better than what we have in the Actros 5 at the moment. How do you guys feel? It should be the same, right? I mean, same company overall. Have I ever eaten a ready-to-eat meal? Oh yeah, definitely. And they can very much vary depending on which one you try. So it's a very tricky thing. An army meal. Oh, you know what? I actually haven't. Someone gifted me like a survival meal. I don't think you need to cook it, but I was saving it so much, like saving it for a special occasion or something, that it actually expired on me, which is just such a shame. That's one of my main problems whenever and I'm like this, like in real life or even in games. If there is a consumable, like a special item that you can only use once, I'll really try to save it. I'll try to use it at the most important moment. But oftentimes, I save it for it so much that I never get to use it, which is a bit of a shame, right? I really need to improve that kind of mentality. Rather use it early or not in not a special environment than not use it at all. As they say, right? Perfect is the enemy of good, or something along those lines. Doesn't have to be perfect, just use it. Oh my goodness, that's the wrong exit. Should be this one. Zacatl Center. They ever sent Javas to Clumsy. That might be an exception, I just eat it outright. Ration packs. Being called ex-military. How are they? Do they taste anything? Like, are they good? Or are they just for survival? A hoarder. Yeah, something like that. Although it's a bit varied as well, because it really depends. Oh my goodness, this car, it just was matching my speed all throughout. Now you have to stop because of that. So it's a bit of a mixed behavior for me, because in many cases, like in normal goods, I just eat it outright. That's why me and Mrs. Clumsy, we can't really store too much food in the fridge, because me especially, I just eat everything. If it's there, I'll eat it. But I guess when it comes to something like the special types, that's where I would try and save it. Ooh, first time I'm hearing the engine brake. I like that there is a sound for the engine brake. And I like that the engine brake is sounding very modern. But yeah, I'm kind of missing the roaring jig brakes. Mine. Mazapil Mine. Oh, I like that. The distance kind of makes me remember like Grand Utopia. Like some European, like Italian buildings settled on top of the hill. very nice vibes. So mixed, really, so merged. Like in some cases like this, it feels like the US, right? It feels like, I don't know, somewhere in LA maybe. But then you look over there with the hills, feels like Italy. Or maybe Mexico. I'm sure if they have that in Mexico too. Hey, Cellabones, how's it going? Extremely condensed food, like eating a brick full of calories. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, so they were more practical, right? Taste was not really the priority. You had to be able to jam up as much calories in a small space, so it would not take much time to eat. Makes a lot of sense. Javas. Stuttering. Oh, in your main profile? We haven't experienced stuttering here in this map, but this is a new map, a new profile. The FPS has not been the best all throughout, so I think this area of the map is pretty busy, and yes, you can really see that, right? So many trees, buildings, and everything happening. You have a city on the left, mountains on the right, you have hills on the in front and whatnot. So yeah, so many things happening. 143 is actually running smoother for you. Might be a mod conflict behind the scenes. That could be tricky. Amazon has them for 14 USD the Jaffas. Hey Alex, it's our time to shine. Maybe it's in stock again. This one feels very smooth, very loose actually. 1 second, let me double check the force feedback, okay. Let's see. Centering at low speed. Yeah, I do have that correctly. Maybe I should increase that too. Yeah, maybe. 30 kicks. Okay, that's a bit heavier. But yeah, still almost feels like there's a dead zone there in the middle. I don't really like. You started the new profile for 143. An ATS and ATS. Yeah, that might be a good choice. That might probably be a safer thing. New wheel incoming. Hey, you know what? That is actually the reason why I put in a wheel there as an accessory, because I wanted to bring that topic again. So in one of in Jack's in Jax's stream yesterday, we got talking about steering wheels a bit, and I'm starting to get fed up with my current steering wheel. It has lots of finicky stuff. Like I have to go through a whole list of checklists to make sure that it's running well. Make sure the cables are attached correctly, because sometimes even if you think they're good, they're not. Logitech G-Hub is always getting in the way. Just got an update today and I had to uninstall the drivers and do all the stuff for it to work again. So it's the list is getting bigger and bigger, the list of hassles just to make it work. And then when you get in the game, the force feedback isn't the best anyway. So yes, the arguments are building more and more. So I'm going to start to look around, see how the prices are. But I wanted to get some recommendations. I have changed my mind about this point a bit. Before, I was pretty sure I was going to get a Logitech wheel, a more modern one after this is gone. But now, actually, I'm not really in that camp anymore. I think I'm more in the Thrustmaster camp. Like, it kind of feels like that's a bit better. Oh, I like this highway. 4 lanes, looks massive. Looks like something similar to what they did for Sacramento. Team Reforma signature, very nice. And definitely feels like 1-to-1. G-Hub, yeah, I know, right? Exactly. It breaks my mic, I have to set it up again. It breaks my wheel, I have to uninstall the drivers they put in because it's wrong. So yeah, it's a huge turnoff for Logitech. Also, it looks like Thrustmaster is very modular, so I can buy something and then I upgrade bit by bit through time. That sounds like a great deal to me. I'm very much into modular upgrades. It doesn't hurt the wallet as much, right? Versus a big bang approach. So what wheel would you guys recommend? Is there like a A wheel that goes to 1800 degrees. Just wishful thinking. That's not a DD, maybe. Because I definitely don't have the budget for a DD, unfortunately. Don't have the arms nor the budget for it. And yes, do take note, I'm only trucking. I will not go racing. It's not something I'm really interested in. I'm very happy with trucking and chill driving. So I don't really need a powerful wheel for racing. So I need something that is very customizable, you know, something that you can change the wheel itself, because right now the Logitech wheels are okay, but they have a very small diameter of the wheel, right? It's very small. It doesn't feel like a truck. If I can replace this to be bigger, then that would feel very great. 1 second, 110. Are we in kilometers per hour here? I actually didn't notice that. Maybe I should change this then. Let's go and change that. Gameplay. 1 sec. I will catch up with you guys. Let me just go to miles, kilometers. Yeah, do you see it here? I'm not sure if it reflects on the stream. It's very subtle, but the text is a lot more crisp. I noticed that when I loaded up the game. It's like, oh, text looks crisp. And then I remembered about the changelog. They did update it for 143. How are you doing, Slider? Thanks for joining, man. How are things? Race stream. Having a wheel is mounting and dismounting it. Exactly. My sentiments exactly. Yeah. So lazy doing that. On and off every day. Let's keep to the right here. Oh, yeah. Goodness. I like that the highway is very varied, right? Lots of patches and everything. Good. It does feel very much one-to-one. Doesn't feel like you're running out of highway anytime soon, which is what we like, right? That's why we are looking for a one-to-one map. The new Thrustmaster, this D248. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the features are, but it does look pretty amazing. It looks, it doesn't look like a toy. CSL 2.5 with the universal hub. Hey AK, large wood wheels on there and love it. Oh, CSL is a DD wheel, isn't it? What is? I often hear that CSL, but not really sure what it is. Is that a brand? Is that a type? Hey Sparksaw, iRacing, yeah. Unfortunately not my cup of tea, but yes, it's as hardcore as you can get with racing. I from what I know, even real drivers, real racing drivers play on iRacing. I like the signage, hospital signs, the shields of which highway you're on. The highways are wide and varied and have these, like, not really potholes, right, but the repaired parts where you can feel it on your wheel. Fender bender, move to shoulder. Lassen Glen. Can anyone tell what that's a reference of? Lassen Glen. Oh, also, let's go and check out the area. Maybe we can go ahead and, well, you know what we can probably do is take the highway, right, all the way to Felix Grove, and then going back we can go through each of the cities, because I think we'll have time. I think it's not that huge yet. You know what Swift stands for? No, I don't. Let us know. Hey Rook, how are you doing? I just picked this because this is the, from what I heard, this is the best representation of my driving skills in real life. I belong with Swift. Travel time to Huntington. Oh, I like that. 2 hours to Huntington, was it? Did I read that right? Yeah, so let's get a feel of the highway first. And then later on, let's go and stop by each of the cities. So we get the best of both worlds. Oh my goodness, it is bumpy on this highway. Yes, I do, Roy. Yes, I do. Fanatec. Ah, Fanatec. There you go. Belt driven. Top notch. Yeah, I've heard very good things about Fanatec, and I've heard very, very high things about the price too. Although from what I heard, if you're only going trucking, Fanatec might not be the most bang for buck. I think it's meant for racing. How do you guys feel about that? T300 RS is a good compromise between power and affordability. Does that have a traditional 900-degree steering? I heard very good things about T300 RS as well. I wonder how it stacks up with the new T248. Also Thrustmaster TSWX. Yeah, that's a tricky thing about Thrustmaster, right? They have so many models. It's a bit confusing to me which one is applicable for where. Swift or their worst drivers. That's what I heard. That's why I chose this. It's very perfect for my style of driving. Describe more. I want to see the world. Sure thing, Miguel. Sure wish I finished training. Oh, I can relate. I can relate. What training would be my response to that? You race and truck with your Fanatec. Yeah. Normally people who have Fanatec also race. But if you're only trucking, I'm not sure if people would go for that. G29. Yeah, I don't think I'm into Logitech anymore with how they're treating even Logitech G-Hub and whatnot. I don't know. It's just also the concept of upgrading later on in a modular manner, like upgrading the wheel, upgrading this, upgrading that, getting a better shifter. That appeals to me, and that I think is more of a Thrustmaster thing. A sponsor or partnership. Yeah, maybe. Not so sure. I can try, definitely. For which one though? Which one would be the best for trucking? Oh, so good. The signs are so good. And the traffic. Guys, notice the traffic is pretty busy. So much so that we have to swerve here because there are so many cars on the highway, which is, I guess, very realistic, right? Whoa. For the price of Logitech, you can buy Thrustmaster or Fanatec and get a better setup. Oh, really? So, in terms of bang for buck, Logitech is pretty pricey. T300 RS has 1080 degrees. Ah, nice. Okay. That's better than 900, definitely. Not 1800. I don't think any other wheel has 1800, right? Aside, except if you have a DT wheel, which can go infinitely, from what I heard. Logitech would be a sidestep. Yeah, I think it's a direct replacement for this one. I wouldn't really notice a lot of benefits aside from it working again properly. Hey Da, how's it going? Welcome back, it's been a while. What have you been busy with these days? You're just trucking? Mid-range Thrustmaster setup. So a mid-range Thrustmaster setup would be what? A T300 RS? Are there other choices? Maybe a T248? Goodness, so many bumps. If you want to feel something on your wheel, then this definitely is the map to go. You notice I haven't even reached the top speeds yet. Been busy with college. What's on its way to you? Thrustmaster TSPC Ferrari 488. Is that the one you bought? 549, 98 pounds. Oh my goodness. Nice. You have the pedals and gear stick already. So this Ferrari version you bought, that's only the wheel itself. That doesn't include the pedals, which is not a problem for you because you have it already from your older wheel. So that's what I mean when it comes to modular things. Oh, the FPS got better. I think that we're now on the highway, not as many objects anymore. Now I can reach top speeds. The bumps have stopped mostly. And yes, I really feel this one is the oneness. Yeah, so many details. Just on the highway infinitely. Which is great. I like that. You can actually see the cruise control speed there. The yellow triangle. Hey. How do you like the bumpiness? Some folk have complained. I do like it. I think if you're looking for a real highway driving, you know, the one-to-one highway driving, some people look for that. You might be a bit disappointed because you can't go full-on speed with all the bumps. But I kind of like that character, and I think it adds to the realism. So maybe it's not for me. I don't have a complaint about it. I like the variation. Like in that specific place, it's a bit bumpy, but here it's better. That feels real to me. No problems on my end, but yes, I can imagine why some people would complain. You're liking the flowers in the scenery. Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, we drive safely here. I actually just remembered that we forgot to enable the refrigerator thing. The reefer sound. Drive safely, does that work in Freight Market? The trick with the voice navigation? I would imagine so. Oh yeah, turn right. Slow it down a bit. The engine brake is very weak. I hardly am slowing down here. Should be at 60 kilometers. Cruise control. Disney Plus. Yeah, that's the way to go about it. Hey, speaking of Disney Plus, me and Mrs. Clumsy booked our tickets already for Spider-Man. Got a nice seat. We're watching on the 17th. I think it goes out on the 16th, so we're like a day late. But yeah, the seats fill up very fast here, especially with the distancing measures. We like the bumps personally, though they may be a bit too high. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, the bumps do tend to be a tad on the higher side because normally when you go through those kinds of bumps, you would feel them, but your truck shouldn't. Well, I'm speaking from a car point of view. Your car shouldn't bounce up and down so much. You feel it, but it's like dug dug. You know, it's not like bug bug. If you get what I mean. Hey, looks like there's an airport here. Yeah, there is. Nice. Okay, let's go through there. So maybe a bit lower. I'll see, because I imagine if cars don't really have that huge bump, then trucks should have less of a bump because they're bigger. So they should feel that less. But yeah, I think the bumps are overall are nice. Oh, I always miss this spot. Hey Nick. Hope the mods list helps. Let us know if you have questions, if you're looking for something specific. Where the heck is that viewpoint? There it is. I always miss it. Service brakes, they won't bite. Yeah. I tend to minimize my stepping on the brakes. Should work even without the reefer sound add-on. Okay, great, thank you. Let's try that then. That's a good tip though, Rook. That's a good tip. I should not hesitate on that. It's better to stop safely. Prador International Airport. I like it. Hey, lots of planes there. Some what plane is that? MD-80? The thing with the triple engines. How does it go? Blug, blug. Monorail, where? Oh, I missed it. Good catch. Very nice looking airport. Where are the new viewpoints in ATS? Hey, good question. Yes, I haven't tried it yet. I'm still in 142 in ETS 2. The one in Amsterdam. Oh, Scotsman knows about that for sure. Good view. Next topic. Good. Yeah, I could have gone faster, that's true. I think I could have. I was just hesitant because of the bumps. Going back, let's try going faster and see if there will be a more aggressive bump if we approach it faster. That's a good test. Airport Drive, I like it. There's a whole industry here. Which city is this? Is it Calera? Was that the... yeah, I think it's Calera, the town, or the city. I like that growl. You can drive into the terminal. Hey, maybe that's for the next job. That's great. So let's look for a job going there. Let's deliver this and take a job from there, going north, if you could. Could try softening the suspension a little too. You know, I'm still confused how to do that here in the game. When you say suspension stiffness, what does it mean when the bar is to the left, and what does it mean when the bar is to the right? From what I understand, when it's suspension stiffness, when it's to the right, that's the most stiff. Hey, Mike. How are things, man? Yes, indeed. This is the Cascadia 2022 version with a fantastic, futuristic-looking dashboard. Hey, 1 second. Where is that? Hey, Super. Goodness, thank you for lurking. And thank you for the gifted sub. My goodness, 66 in total. Thank you for your generosity. And glad you made it here. Congrats on that sub. Sea-Dog. Welcome back. Newport Road. Oh, I like how different it is. Left is soft, right is stiff. Okay, that makes sense. I'm not sure I felt it the same though. Because I think I have my stiffness all the way to the right, but for me it feels less stiff that way. I don't know. It feels too rigid when it's all the way to the left. At least it did before. Not amazing. Doing amazing rather. Okay, where do we deliver this? Over there on the left. Looks good to me. Stability slider. Yeah, I think stability on my end was all the way to the left. So initially, I followed what SCS recommended for steering wheel users, but it doesn't work for me so much. It feels too stiff. So I maxed the slider. I put the slider to the right, and it kind of actually felt softer. I don't know. A bit weird. Oh yeah, but yeah, it feels good now though. What are my settings right now? Let's go and check. Yeah, from what I've seen, the stability slider determines how finicky the truck and trailer is, how prone it is to tipping over. When you have it to the leftmost, it's most unstable, most prone to sleeping. No complaints about the engine sounds at all. Goodness, Kriechbaum is so good at this. How does it compare the sounds for those who have heard the real engine? A real X15. Maybe Miguel is very familiar with the sounds. It seems a bit off. Might hit that other side. I'll wait for the blug. Let me just pull it through. Adjust the other way. Not so sure. Yeah, that's not going to work. I might have to adjust this one more time. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm too much on that side. Stability slider working backwards. Good indicator, you need a new wheel. Yeah, what setting are you guys using? Because me, I'm using this one. That. So stability all the way to the left, but stiffness all the way to the right. That feels the most natural to me for some reason. If I move it like this, it feels too stiff, weirdly enough. Oh, did you notice the change in the UI? They actually mark it clearer now, I think, with this highlight. Very small change, but very welcome. They also changed a few of the layouts, I think. Added more buttons in there, depending on which screen you're at. Okay. Let's try it another time here. That looks good. Let's go and bend it a bit. There we go. That looks better. You can use the white line as a signal. As a marker. That looks perfect. Just align it. There we go. Is that green? Yeah, that's green. Nice. Kriechbaum DD13 is nice. The real thing is hard to beat. Ah. You can try switching to that one. So you like Zmod's engines. You're also running a realistic suspension mod. Ah, yeah, that might be. Hey, this is surprising. This is something that doesn't often get implemented in one-to-one maps, and I really appreciate this. Because oftentimes the one-to-one maps we get, they have the economy of a default scaled map. So if you're traveling small distances, you hardly earn anything. You hardly earn any XP, you hardly earn any money. But here, it looks like you do gain lots of XP, although the money's still not. But yeah, in terms of XP, you can actually level up properly here in this profile. That's a nice twist, because that's what's missing here in normal one-to-one maps. That's why I just cheated for max level and money, because normally it's not really attainable. So that's good attention to detail there. They actually changed the economy. Cheating. Let's see. Which one is the airport? Let's have a look at the map. Oh, that's something different, I think. When you change between these windows, you don't get the... I think before, the toolbar kind of disappears when you switch windows. But now it stays there. Okay, I like that. The UI, some subtle improvements. Alright, this is Calera, and we have the airport should be... Where's the airport, guys? There should be a viewpoint here. I think it's that one. We have a legend for it? I don't think so. But that one looks like it, right? Oh, that's the one. That's the one for sure. We have an Antonov, a FedEx there. So if you look for jobs with those, that might be it. FedEx and Antonov might be the one. Let's go for route length, maybe. Yes, 143. Yeah, haven't checked out 142 yet. Yeah, they are pretty fast, aren't they? When it comes to putting out updates. I can imagine the strain that puts on the modders to adjust. It's actually quite surprising how fast they moved here. I don't think we'll get a chance though. 5 minutes. Okay, I think let's just go to General Mills, because this one goes the right way. Isn't really a drop-off point. Ah, hidden on the GPS. Passenger terminal. Hey, that's nice. That's a nice hidden treat. Let's go and check it out. Yeah. So let's go and pick up the load, and then let's go look for it. Thanks for the hint, Raul. cargo terminal is accessible and you can take cargo there. Nice. Is that the one near the airport? The company's near the airport? I'd assume so. Man, if you're looking for a modern truck, can't go wrong with this one. Is this the most famous US truck in the roads right now? The Cascadia? Does anyone know the stats there, or even just the high level figures? Follow the signs. Hey, that's a good point. Let's go and check it out. Let's go and pick it up first though, this one. No left turn, okay. One-way road. Gotcha. Easily one of the most popular trucks. I do see a lot of these on the roads whenever I look. Popular equals numerous. Maybe it's cheap, maybe it's has that right balance. 1 second, this is not the way. Apparently I have to go past. Okay, because this one goes actually that way continuously on the highway. Okay, instead we have to go and find this U-turn slot. Okay, there it is. Let's have a look at the signs. Prador Valley International Airport. Okay, that's the one we're going to. Well, near there. Many companies use these for fleet trucks. Yeah, I guess it's very fuel efficient, huh? For what it does, the price is probably the right point. So maybe it has that perfect balance of price and quality. Long-term parking, airport, ferry, terminal 1. Okay, that's where we're going later for sure. That's the passenger terminal. I think that's what we saw on the viewpoint as well. Maybe we can stop by the gates as well. There's the monorail that Tom saw. I don't think it's moving. It is moving. It is moving. Very, very slowly though. Interesting. Personally, you like Peterbilt. I can imagine. I guess Peterbilt would be what? One of the luxurious truck brands, maybe? Would you call it that? Is there such a thing as a luxurious truck brand? Okay, let's see if we made it to the 5 minutes. Okay, yes we did. Nice. And let's go and look. Oh, refrigerated double or a... no, I want to park. So let's take that one. A longer version with the side skirt and everything. Where is it? There. What is PRS? Prador, I think. Esterlon. Yeah, most likely. Yeah. It's probably the state or the province or however it's called. This one is a typical General Mills layout. Familiar with this? We have another stop here in front, I think, and then we turn right. Or 1 second. Does it look a bit different? No, it's the same. Yeah. And then here we turn right, and the trailer should be parked on the opposite side there. Hard to say. They have a lot of creature comforts as part of the base package. Oh, I see. That's great to hear. It's good for the drivers, right? How did we do in terms of fuel? I'm guessing the fuel consumption isn't the best. 12.4 gallons per 100 kilometers. I guess because we changed the unit. It's a bit more confusing. Not any more gallons per hour. But it's a bit of a mix, isn't it? Like I would expect if it changed to kilometers, it would say liters per 100 km. But this one still says gallons, so it's a bit of a mix between imperial and metric. Wait. Truck technology has come a very long way. Alright, indeed. PR is for Prador. Nice, thank you. The province, so that's what it's called. Thanks. Just like Mexico, I guess. Yeah, the new reverse sounds from Drive Safely. I really like them. Part of the sound fix is back. 1 second, I can't see my trailer actually. Can barely see it. Oh, that doesn't look good. Might be in trouble, guys. Hey, look, the light is on. Did they fix that? I remember I had to have a mod from Robinicus, I think, to make that green light work. But here it looks like they fixed it. Why did I get stuck there? That's weird. Let's try that again, and then I'll turn on my wipers. Why did we just hear the rain sounds now? That was interesting. Kingpin on the wrong side. It does look like it, huh? It does look like it. We snaked it inside there somehow. Okay, let's try that properly this time. That should be okay. Methinks. There we go. Cat might be cursed. No, don't tell Alan that. Okay. So let's go ahead and try that out this time. Let's see if it perks the voice navigation. There you go. Preview. Go. And once we go, once we release the parking brake, I think I hear it. Am I imagining it? It's a bit quiet. Maybe I need to go faster. Typical Swiftsident. Esterlon should be using full metric. Ah, maybe. Yeah, I think I only changed kilometers. Ah, yes, you're right. You are right. Okay, so that's separate. I see. That makes sense now. That was a bit weird looking. So this should be Celsius, kilometers. I guess we use 24 hours as well. How about the currency? I guess I stay in USD. Consumption units, what is that? Oh, okay. You can actually change it manually. So even if you have kilometers and liters here, you can still change the consumption unit, the fuel consumption unit. That's nice. Didn't know they went into that detail. Swiftsident, yes. Let's try to move here more. See if we'll hear the reefer a bit better from this view. You guys hear it? I don't hear it yet. I think I kind of hear it. 1 second. Let's increase the... What was it? Was it truck noise? I think. There it is. There it definitely is. And if we stop for a while, it should die down. There we go. That definitely is it. Okay, good. Oh my goodness, that white noise. Very nice. Okay, so now we can turn off this thing. And it should stay there. It's just getting blended with the rain. Oh yeah, that's true. Good point. Alright, let's go and look for Terminal 1. If we go out here, yeah, I'm guessing Terminal 1 is here, which is not in the map, and then we can go through the highway, just follow the fastest way, and then going back, we can go through each of the cities. Good. Man, I like that. The reefer sound really adds a lot. That's a layer of humming to the already humming engine. I like. So now it makes sense. Liters per kilometers. There you go. Let me know if the reefer sound gets too loud, okay? You can tone it down again. I just maxed it out today. Right now. So yes, sorry, I think I missed a couple of messages. Yes, I hope Promos Canada gets updated as well. I don't think, well, as Raul said, they need to change some things because some definition files changed, but I hope it doesn't get too much. Can't hear you. It does seem a tad loud now that I'm getting used to it. Maybe I'll tone it down a bit. Let's see. Let's keep it for a bit. Let's see if you like it. Good. So yes, the steering wheel. So the current contenders are T300RS and T248. You guys put anything else in that list of like mid-tier Thrustmaster wheels? And how does that work? When we say T300RS, does that come with a wheel and the pedal? The shifter I think is a separate one for sure. The TH8A, was it? I think that's definitely a separate product, but the wheel and the pedal, so they come together normally. Departures, Terminal 1. Okay, let's go there. Let's see. I hope there's no invisible wall here. If there is, we're blaming Raul. Decent volume. Okay, good. Thank you. Some with 2 pedals. Oh, I see. So it comes with different packages. But it comes with pedals already. Okay, great, great. So definitely getting the 3 pedals, if I'm getting that. And then I have to buy a separate shifter, right? Which I heard very good things from you about the Thrustmaster shifter. Hey, this looks amazing. Let's take a photo here. Yeah, let's take a photo here. Self-parking. Blame Rohan. Yes, you can always do that. Oh, yeah, this feels so weird having the default camera movements. Yeah, I think I'll need to enable it. 1 second, guys. Let's go back here. The Pro version comes with 3 pedals. Yeah, I think I'll need the 3 pedals if I wanted to drive manual. Right. What do you call it? Increased camera range or something? Increased, no, not that one. Extended camera. So camera, no, not that one. Extended. What is the keyword for that mod, guys? Remember, I could look in my other profile for reference. But yeah, that's a very useful tool for photo taking. RGN, no, that's not it. It's the one, I think. Improved photo mode. I hope I got the right one. Good. Suspension stiffness all the way to the left. No, I think it's all the way to the right. Did I change it? No, all the way to the right. Yes. That's how I have my setting. Conical brake mod. What is the conical brake? Does that give a different feel to the pedals? Okay, let's go to photo mode here. See if that improved. There you go. Oh, that's more like it. See how much faster that is and how much farther we can go. A very simple mod, but very useful at that. Not the best weather. No worries, we can easily change that. Remove that one. You can take one from this side with the truck. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Maybe a different sky. Oh, that looks much better. Yes. Very nice. Right. a cone-shaped bit of rubber that sits behind the brake pedal. Oh. So what does that do? Adds a bit of resistance when stepping on the brakes? It feels more like there's mushiness in there. Not sure if that's the term you would use, but oh, this is interesting. You can see it actually still says MPH on the digital, how do you call it, that radial speedo only has it in MPH, but the digital, the number itself is now in kph. It's a bit tricky, huh? That would prevent the Actros 5 team from using this dashboard. If it does not have a kph equivalent, they'll have to mod it a bit first. Might be tricky. Adds resistance to the brake like an actual brake pedal. Ah, I like that. So when it comes to how the wheel and the pedals feel, Alex, because you came from a G25 and you moved to a T300 RS, how would you compare the two? Do you miss the G25 for some of the for some aspect, or are you fully happy with the move? Like the shifter, you've told some great things about it, and Jack showed it as well. The shifter from Thrustmaster is very realistic. The feeling, the look, it snaps into gear instead of just gliding over it. So that looks promising. The only thing I don't like about that is it doesn't have any buttons, so it's not very functional from that point of view. But I mean, you get a shifter for the shifting. The buttons is just icing on the cake, so I'm sure I can find somewhere else to map those buttons to. The thing as well with one-to-one maps is because it's one-to-one, the time goes by very slowly, right? Really one-to-one as well. And so when it really rains for quite some time. So you guys let me know if you want to turn off the rain, okay? But right now I'm liking the vibe. You don't miss the G25. Oh, that is great. That is great to hear. And yeah, you've been driving with the G25 for thousands of hours. So you definitely have experience there. And that you don't miss it when it comes to that. That actually gives huge praise to what you're using now. The Thrustmaster is much smoother. Much smoother in terms of everything, like the pedals, the wheel, even the force feedback. Is it better? Man, I'm getting excited. I wonder how much that is locally here. Maybe I should start saving up. I'll probably be able to sell this G27 at a nice price secondhand. So how does it work with the Thrustmaster? So you guys mentioned that you can actually 40 kilometers here. Let's slow it down. You guys mentioned that you can actually connect them together, right? Like the pedal connected to the wheel, and then the shifter connected to the wheel. So that's only the wheel that you need to connect via USB, or you can also connect them via USB separately. I'm trying to imagine. How does it go for installation? Do you also do like a constant mounting and dismounting of it? Because that's one of concern for me as well. It has to be simple to mount and dismount. I guess it wouldn't be any different with the Logitech wheels, right? Connect each of those together and then connect the USB to the PC. Oh my goodness, this guy. That's your price for cutting in line. Thank you. Very. One more for good measure. Hey Ned, how are you doing? You can install Thrustmaster just like Logitech. Okay, great to hear. Just totally miss out the TXM T150, both the same wheel with change to PSA. More coggy while turning. So the T150, that's what you had before, the Ferrari, is it? How does that compare to the T300? Like, where is it in terms of the tier? Is it more high end? Is it more low end? Is it a side end? Or attach the shifter via USB? Ah, I see, I see. But the wheel and pedals always go together. I see. Okay, makes sense. One more for good measure. Wasn't intentional, but happy that it happened. Ready to hear, Ned. Ready to hear. Thanks for joining the stream. What? Why are these guys going so slow? Ah, there is no speed limit on this road. And they're probably driving sanely, unlike me. You had the TMX that is Xbox compatible. Ah, but it is the same as the T300. Ah, okay, I see. So TMX is for Xbox, T150 is for PS, and then T300 is for PC. But all of them are the same. My goodness, that is confusing as heck. $55. It is really 55. Interesting. I would have expected that's 55 miles. Usually it's 55 miles, right? But this one I think is saying 55 kilometers with that road sign. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Okay, so TMX and T150 are the equivalent. T300 is higher than that. Okay, great, thank you. All are for PC. Ah, hey Jaguar. Thanks for joining, man. I see. So all of them are work with the PC. That makes sense. So what is the difference between the T300 and the T150 aside from the number? So I'm sure someone will answer that one. Hey Chris, yes you did. Thank you. Thank you for making the effort. Thank you for joining. How are things? Hey Ranger, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a chill time. T300 is for PS3, PS4. I see. Hey, Resemble. Glad you guys made it. Nice to see familiar faces and some new ones as well. Happy to have you here as always. Hey, we'll be having the Christmas Eve celebration. I want to do some giveaways. I haven't tried reaching out to developers yet. I'm not sure if I have enough pull for that, but I will try when I get the time. That if you yourselves have some things to give away and you want me to give it away, like you want to go through me, let me know and we can work it out. So I want to make it a giving Christmas event, you know, with the attire and everything. Actually, I haven't looked yet if the attire is still there. The classic attire we do every year. We'll see. Uh-oh. How to fix that issue with the 55 mph sign? Why am I speeding? No, probably the lights. Ah, yes, it's the lights that I'm missing. I like that it also has the light signs there in the GPS. It's very nice. Itchy Claws, exactly. Itchy Claws hopefully will make a comeback. Or maybe not, we'll see. That was generated by the game. Yeah, I imagine that's for random events, right? And because ATS random events are miles per hour relevant, they probably don't have, they don't change into kilometers. They're fixed that way. That's interesting. That might be something SCS needs to adjust. Or is it possible to modify the random events like how Daniel's random events does it? And he adds more random events. Is it possible to change the speed limits in there just for this map? I'm not sure if that's an option. Tricky. But yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't mind. If I saw 55 there, I'll just slow down to 55. I mean, it's a roadworks, it's an accident, so I understand the need to slow down. So it's not really a big deal for me. T150 is built-in gear hybrid. T300 is pure belt. And belt is better? Is that what we're saying? Because I'm really not familiar with the different technologies, you know, direct drive, belt driven, gear driven. I imagine using a belt is smoother because with gears, I guess you can kind of feel the gears moving a bit. So if it's purely belt driven, then it's smoother. Okay, belt is smoother. Oi! In a direct drive, how does a direct drive work? It doesn't have belts, I imagine. Yeah, I still haven't wrapped my head around the how that works inside, why it's called direct drive. I guess the belt is connecting parts of the moving parts, right? It's connected by a belt. That's why you need a belt to transfer the power somehow. With the direct drive, you don't have that because it's directly connected to the wheel, whatever that's turning in the first place. But I don't get why that's better. More powerful because there's less power transfer, there's less power loss, I don't know, something like that maybe. You won't have that clattering. Oh, so yeah, this G27, what is it? Is this gear driven? Yes, because yes, I get exactly what you mean. When I increase the force feedback, I get that that like teeth. You kind of feel the teeth moving with the steering wheel. Is that the effect of a gear-driven belt, a gear-driven wheel? Man, I hate that. That's why I have to tone down the FFB just enough so I don't feel it. If it's too powerful, it becomes like that. It's gear-driven. I see. Hey, that's a very good argument for a belt-driven wheel. Ah. Goodness, that is tempting. Now, when will this wheel break? It's still good so far. But yes, that is very tempting indeed. I always attributed that clunk 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 thing with the force feedback, but then that's probably its trait, right? It's the force feedback trait to be clunky because it's gear driven in the first place. In 3.5 seconds, I'll take it, man. Here we go with the 55 again. Now, the interesting thing to see is if AI will be following this for 55 miles or also will they follow 55 kilometers. Right now, they're at 0 because they're having a hard time merging. But yeah, that would be an interesting experiment. Clumsy streaming brought to you by Thrustmaster. Maybe I should reach out. Maybe SCS, maybe you can help me out a bit. Yeah, let me try and reaching out to Thrustmaster Singapore if they have like a branch here. Maybe we can work something out, we'll see. By the way, how about T248? Where does that fit in with the tier? So it's T150 and what's it? TMX below? Or at least lower? You have T300. T248, would that fit in the middle based on the number? You guys think? Because it looks so cool. This wheel looks so cool. And I think it has different pedals. I'm not so sure. Hey, Agustin. What are those? Hey, that's interesting. Those look like force feedback settings, huh? That's what you're using? Nice. You wish. Trustmaster sponsor Savignano, so why not? Not sure I'm anywhere near Fabignano when you're comparing, but yeah, I guess we can try. Yes. Nice. It's lower than T300, I see. Okay. That makes sense then. It's good that they're numbering it based on the tier. That's for G29, I see. High speed is 0.25, so you lessened it, I guess. Low speed is 0.0. Actually, I don't know what the slider numbers are. I only work with the sliders, not in the config files. so I don't really know the numbers. But what I have currently for my G27 is maxed. The centering for low and high speed are maxed, and the interior friction is maxed as well, the internal friction. Jack loves that. And the engine resonance is just a tad moved from the leftmost a bit to the right. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try, right? I'll try it out. It's a good idea, guys. I got sponsored by Nvidia. That's true. That's a good sign. Would be amazing. Let's see how it works. I know, right? Yes, exactly, Alex. That's actually a part of the reasoning I have why I'm leaning more towards Thrustmaster, because based on their products for flight sim, comparing that with the Logitech stuff, I kind of get a better feeling of Thrustmaster products at the moment, because they have different tiers of products. Like for example, for flight sim, look at how perfect timing this is. That's my plane landed on the highway. Oh, sorry, smashed into the cone. But yes, I have the Thrustmaster flight pedals, rudder pedals. Those are the lower tier pedals from Thrustmaster. They have a more expensive one, much more expensive one. So there are choices, there are tiers. It's not just like a one line product. And so far, they're not perfect, but they're working very well. And they're like perfect for the price point, I would say. Yeah. So far, Thrustmaster is really high on my list of peripherals. I also have the HOTAS 4, right? That's Thrustmaster, and it's a very cheap HOTAS. It's very functional. It kind of feels like a toy, but then for the price, you wouldn't expect otherwise. So it is very much matching the price you pay and what you get. It's it's worth it. Yeah, I would say. I haven't tried any of their higher tier products. You know, like the Warthog, the I'm not sure what they have other stuff. The high end flight pedals and the high end steering wheels. I don't know. But based on reviews, I think I'm on the wrong lane. Yikes! I think I should have went there. Should have gone there. We might encounter an invisible wall soon, guys. We'll see. We'll try it out anyway. Brace, brace, brace. Please fasten seatbelts. The torque. Almost double the torque. That means more power. Nice. I'm not really that particular about the power. I'm pretty happy with the power itself of the G27. Just a mild touch there, right? Because if it's at its maximum strength, it's already too much for me. And my table isn't the most stable, so I don't want it too powerful, because the monitor shake and it's scary when it goes like that. But it's the smoothness that I am more interested in. And when you guys said that driving it with a belt-driven wheel is much smoother, that really got my ears up. Thrustmaster makes great products. Warthog. Oh, you have the Warthog. Yeah, I heard so many good things about it. I'm almost at the brink of buying it, actually. Hey Matt, thanks for the raid. Hope you guys had a great time. Where have you been driving? Hey DG, thanks for joining, guys. Thank you, appreciate that. How are things? Oh my goodness, this highway goes for quite some time. Nice. It's not in the map, but we're definitely going somewhere, maybe. But yes, still brace, because I expect the invisible wall to be hitting us soon enough. An accident happened. Oh no. Sounds familiar. to see you work out your arms. Me working out the arms is okay. It's free gym workout, right? My main concern is my table might not hold up and my monitors might fall down. So I don't want it too powerful. I'm scared. Because the G27 is already enough to... Well, like, I think if I go racing, my monitors will go all over the place. So the power is not really a big... I don't want it too powerful. That's what I want to say. Alright. Goodness. TMI, Ned. Have a good day, man. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hanging out with us. Catch you next time. Doing forestry. Moving the logs to sawmill. Truck driver flipped and lost all the logs. What are you playing? Are you playing snow? Are you playing the game that shall not be named? Sure sounds like it. Guilty. Oh, farm sim. Okay, farm sim. Let's see. Oh. I'm not sure what that is, Agustin. Is that a racing? Are those drivers? I'm not very much into racing, unfortunately. Cannot comment. Same here, Geek Squad. The new MAN didn't really pique my interest. To be honest, it looked the same to me. I don't know the subtle differences, but with the Cascadia, this is definitely night and day, right? Now this is an update I'm really interested in trying out. My goodness, this highway goes on for a while, although the things are starting to dissipate on our left and right. See holes on the ground, but the highway itself is open. That is very interesting. There really should have been a wall back there, because when you're driving now it's incomplete. Ay. Oh, you have those height measurement things now. Nice. Interior is different on the MAN. Is it different? Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't notice it when I looked at the video from SCS. It didn't look too different to me from a layman's eyes. I think you have to be an MAN enthusiast to notice. Where are you at the moment? We're nowhere. No, we're driving this new map, Esterlon 1-1 from Team Reforma, and I'm really enjoying the 1-1 feel, all the details. Very different vibe. It's a US/Mexican mashup of a fictional map, but it's 1-1 and it's an amazing scale. The only way you like a new MAN is if they add the newer MAN that's 2020 something. Yeah, the one that has a completely different dashboard, right? Yes. If they got that, I'm sure I would notice. But the Efficient Line 3, I think the differences are too subtle for my basic eyes. If you continue, you'll find completed areas. Oh, really? Okay, let's continue. Good. Off to Neverland. Oh, I see something coming up. And yes, the rain is still going on. Goodness, it's a secret stage, guys. Don't fall off. I'll try not to. Can't promise anything. Yes, that's true. It's a sky bridge, guys. The tallest sky bridge ever. I am surprised that this is actually lasting as long as it's lasting. There's even a ramp there. Yeah, invisible walls aside, I'm surprised there's still a road this far out. Looks like Eblem has done quite a bit here. Is it Eblem that's doing the main roads and then someone else doing the signage? How? If you guys don't mind, Team Reforma, you can share more about your team dynamics here. I'm sure some people know about it already, but I'm a bit in the dark about that. How does it normally do the work splitting? Someone does the map, someone does the testing, someone does the promotion. I remember you have a group member who takes care of the custom assets, right? They're very good with the 3D modeling. Is it a lady, if I remember correctly? Yeah, I get bits and pieces with the updates. It's a nice peek into the development world. Oh my goodness, it feels like a dream now. A space bridge. Oh my goodness. Wonder if ATS will ever tie into Google Maps, Bing Maps. Yeah, that's the hope. I'm not sure if it's possible, because currently, well, maybe in time, right, when we get that detailed. Because currently, if you compare what you get with MSFS, there's a sign there, but I wasn't able to read it. If you compare the sceneries in Microsoft Flight Sim, they're amazing from above, but when you look close, you'll see that they are very... Oh, that guy rammed into me. I was hoping he wouldn't. If you look closely, like at this level, it's very bad. It's so... like you can't even distinguish the roads. And when you're trucking like this, you need that level of detail, right? So currently the Bing Maps, even Google Maps, I don't think has that level of detail. I think they need to integrate it with like Street View, creating buildings out of Street View, not just the maps itself. Something like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's scary. But yes, I imagine eventually we would get to that level. Just not right now yet. Emblem makes the majority of the map. You mostly do the road signs and some minor details. Stephanie, that's the one, okay. Does the custom 3D models. Awesome, man, awesome. Thank you for the insight. Nice to get a bit of sneak peek into the developer's point of view. Like, I'm not sure if for any of the Flight Sim fans here, they interviewed, so Fabio, he's a guy I follow, he interviewed Rob from PMDG recently. So Rob is one of the head guys, I guess, from PMDG, the well-known third-party developer for Flight Sim. And he shared a bit of insider stuff there, like what happens behind the scenes, the fallacies, and the other side of things. So it's just nice peek, because normally we get to see things from an end user point of view. Hey, look at this. Yeah, things have gotten whole again. No more gaps. I like it. I wonder where we are. Well, I guess if we press M, we'll see. But I am surprised this is actually so much more completed now. There are even signs saying that the highway is ending. Okay. This is cool. A happy accident. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, sorry. Oh, I feel the engine with the engine resonance option. But yeah, I do get that point now that the gear-driven wheel, it does feel stuttery. Like you can feel the gears, the indents or something. So that's what it is. Swift driver discovers previously unknown continent. Yeah. Clumsy the explorer. Cogging, that's the one, thank you. Hey, this is actually very well done. Goodness, so I guess what happens is Emblem is making those provinces or districts or whatnot, right? It's just that the road connecting them isn't fully done yet. But like the individual places, districts, or the ranch, I like that. The individual provinces or districts, they are done, at least these two. So this is not in the map, but that's a great thing to see, that it's that far into development already. But yeah, you really do feel the one-to-one difference here, right? Being on the highway like this and still being on the same province or something along those lines. I like that. ExxonMobil right there. That's it, guys. Get a drink. So how's your December going, guys? Is it pretty busy for you? Do you have any holidays planned? I'm still working. I'm still working till next week. It's my last working week for the year. In my full-time work. And it's pretty busy. It's busy but it's happy. So no complaints. Sometimes not having to do anything is also a bit hard. So I'm happy for the work. But yeah, it's pretty busy. So I think when the time comes that I get to go on vacation, I will really feel like I've earned it. Which makes it feel even better. Whoa, I like that. That overpass. It's going. I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Rook. Literally in the middle of nowhere, I know, right? Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Jack. That will be perfect. I'll have a look. Hey, by the way, Jack, I heard. So I have a friend who lives there now in the UK. Did you get a different? What do you call it? Like lockdown measures? Do you have something like that again? I heard something along those lines. Hope everything's okay there. Oh my goodness. 2,500 meters above sea level. 2,500 meters is what in feet? Do you multiply that by 3? So around 7,500 feet? That's pretty high, goodness. If I got my math right, that is. Snowed here today. Winter is coming. Maybe it's time we enabled winter frosty mod. And I remember Drive Safely emailed me actually. Told me about some winter specific mods from him. Adds more of a wintry vibe, right? Removes the chirping birds, I think. Replaces them with something else. We'll definitely enable those when we get frosty mod in. Let's see. Oh my goodness, we're going so slow now. This is steep. And we're still going. Going back the same way. You guys think we should teleport? Well, we'll see first if we survive this leg. And then let's worry about that. One step at a time, right? 120 liters per 100 km. Not the most fuel efficient. Let's have a look at the stuff here. 88 degrees on the engine oil temp. Guess that's okay. That's pretty cold actually, I think. Oil level is okay. Trip, we've traveled what, 70 kilometers already? Hey, that's not bad. Now we can actually remove all the numbers and just focus on the dials. That's actually very sleek, huh? No clutter. What I'm looking for is the average fuel consumption, because that's the instant fuel consumption. Is there no average? So that's quite interesting. There's no figure like that. Yeah, there it is. 45.6. Not very good. I'm targeting 32, or is that more of an ETS2 thing? Goodness, it is deep, Raul. It is deep. My goodness, how steep is this thing? Even the AI is feeling it. You have masks again to go shopping. You have a family lateral flow test pack for home testing. Oh, I see. Do you have to test every so often, or do you test something when you feel something? Because here we were given test packs as well. I think they call it ART, rapid test, right? And we were given those so that if we don't feel well, we can test ourselves. It's a good first step. And then you have to go masks again, but at least you can still go out, right? Yeah. Service area, that looks like a different sign than usual. Testing every week because she's going to school. Ah, I see. Stay safe, guys. I see. I think that's all for the better. It's a bit of a hassle, but I think it's a good precaution. Better safe than sorry. Over here, things are going good so far. Keeping my fingers crossed. They're going to stop reporting the number of daily incidents soon because it's becoming endemic. So it's becoming just like any other sickness we have. Fever, flu, and whatnot. Hopefully it gets to that point so we don't have to apply special steps for it anymore. We'll see. Oh goodness, this is heavy. Yes, I'm using the same version, GeekSquad 3.7. Seems to work fine so far. I didn't notice any weird things. Almost up. My goodness. My truck is not liking me for this one. I think it's heating up. 90 degrees now in the oil temp. How about oil pressure? Is there such a thing? Do you measure that in trucks? Or is that a plain only thing? 1 second. What's the difference between these two? You guys know the icons? I'm a bit confused. So the... yeah, what are these? This 80 degrees Celsius. What temperature is that reading? Is that the engine temperature, maybe, itself? The one below that looks like oil temperature. But then what's this one? Oh, maybe that's pressure below. That's not temperature, maybe. Maybe. Mount Emblem. Yeah. How the biome changes with the high. Hey, that's a good point. Yes. We're now getting evergreen trees. I like it. Evergreen. Cuesta Grande Pass. 9,000 feet now. We just climbed 1,500 feet from that ramp there, from that uphill. And I think it's getting better, getting more flat. Still a bit uphill though, but not as steep. And indeed, the biome has changed. Feels a bit like, what guys, Washington? Or Wyoming? The northern part of it now. But man, this engine is sounding pretty good, right? No problems whatsoever. Kriechbaum for the win. So, getting hotter more and more. What is that A on the bottom? That's a new sign to me. This one is turbo for sure. Oil level, okay. So I guess that's oil pressure. That's oil temperature. I guess. But as long as it's not in the red, we're good, supposedly. Water temperature. Ah, hey G. How are you doing, man? Hope you're feeling a bit better. Thanks for joining. Which one is the water temperature? Is it this one? 91 degrees? Probably not. Maybe it's this one, right? Because I guess you wouldn't want it to go out to 100 degrees. That might evaporate or something. So the water, 1 second. What is water used for in the truck? I'm thinking of it in car terms. In car terms, you only refill the water in for the wiper, right? The wiper, the washer. For the, what do you call it? For the cooling. Oh yeah, we also use water there, but I think sometimes we also use a coolant. Is it for the? Is that for the for the radiator, whatever the cooling mechanism? The radiator. There you go. General cooling. There you go. Thank you. So yeah, I'm always confused with that, but because some people say you only need water, and then some people say you need to... Oh my goodness, I think I went off the ramp here. Should I go forward more? I think let's end the dream tour here. Let's get back to reality. Not good. Goodness. Sorry to Gridachi. Yeah. Hoping it gets better, man. Yes, look away. Top figure is so yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's get back to the real thing. Centigrade lower is Fahrenheit. Oh, I see. That might be it then. Oh, where are we now? Oh, we're still in all that stuff. Look at how much we traveled. We almost traveled the entire length of the highway. Goodness. And we are almost crossing over to the next province, Morrowind. Wow. Okay. Morrowind sounds something like in Elder Scrolls, right? Maybe. Should continue on the freeway. Okay, I like the sound of that. Let's do that. Let us do that then. Let's get back. I think it's here, right? Spawn in the shoulder. Good. This one? Yes, it's this one. Alright, let's continue. Thank you. Yeah, so the cooling, I think there are like cooling, I think they call it a coolant, was it? And that's what you pour into the radiator. But I heard like that's just a scam and you can just use water. I'm not sure which is which. Yeah, there are many stories back in the day before the internet, right? When all the info you get is from word of mouth. That's a nice looking mountain. I like that. Goodness. Woo. Yeah, with word of mouth you get different versions. Antifreeze. Because I guess those liquids, those antifreeze liquids have a higher or lower freezing temperature, I guess, right? Because of their chemistry, their chemical composition. So it's safer even for colder weathers. Makes sense, makes sense. But for a tropical country, because that's in the Philippines where I heard that, they say that the cooling liquid or whatever it's called is just a scam. Maybe in the Philippines that's applicable. Water is all you need. Or maybe there is the opposite side. If there's an antifreeze, is there an anti-boil? Like the boiling temperature is higher, so it's safer. Like you can cool the engine more. Hey, what is that red thing? Interesting. I wonder what that's for. For a monorail, maybe? I have no idea. For summer, it's a coolant. So you don't call it an anti-boil? Ay, 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 ay. This is beautiful. Okay. When you were in Africa, you only used water. When you lived in Seattle, you need antifreeze in the winter. You really learn a lot when it comes to seasons, right? When you live in a country with seasons. Very different thing. Good antifreeze also has a higher thermal conductivity. So you're able to spread, dissipate the heat better. Makes sense. Makes sense. I see. Yeah, it's probably the coolant I'm familiar with, not the antifreeze. Probably the antifreeze is not applicable in my region. But yeah, the coolant would probably make sense. Maybe that has a higher boiling temperature or something. So good here. Glad we continued on. Nice sneak peek of the next version. Or next versions. Follow the red line to the runaway truck ramp. Oh, nice. So this is towards the runaway truck ramp? That is interesting that it's on the left side. I would have expected it on the right side. Maybe there is a purpose for it. Maybe there is a reason. Okay, let's follow it. Boiling temperature is higher as the system is pressurized. Water at 7 psi of pressure boils the tire. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's... I get... that makes sense, right? So that's also why when you... So in the car... Oh, there it is, there it is. The runaway truck ram. Let's test it out for science. No brakes, just engine brake. Well, that definitely worked. Yeah, that definitely works. That sure stopped me. A bit on the aggressive side, but we stopped, right? That's the important thing. How much damage is that? No, it's minimal damage actually, so it's not bad. Hurt people using water more than actual antifreeze. Yeah, probably it's the cost. Yeah, maybe it is better, the coolant or the antifreeze, but maybe water works in most cases anyways, and it's much cheaper, so probably more practical to use water in standard cases. Not the safer option, but definitely the cheaper option. See if we can reverse out of here. I see the signs are still floating, and I think we hit something. Oh, I think there's like a level of ground that's above a bit. Yeah, there might be something. It works, but we're not responsible for the damage. Now you tell me. Sounds good. You cracked the ramp. Yeah, I think I broke it. Oi, what is that? Goodness, Patrick. Those are bigger than bits. Hey, thank you. Goodness, thanks for that, Patrick. I hope that's not for the runaway truck ramp. That's for repairs, maybe. I think I'll need it. Thanks, man. Merry Christmas. Appreciate the donation. The decals are floating. Ah, that's the one. Okay, that's what I saw. But those shouldn't have collisions, right? GG, man. GG, Patrick. Thank you. My goodness, look at those. This looks so good. Let's take a photo here. This will be amazing, guys. I assure you. I assure you. That's the one. Change the field of view. Go back a bit. Yeah. Look at that view. Oh my goodness. There's the thumbnail right there. I think it's better. Yeah, I love seeing that curve in the mountainside. Beautiful. Amazing work, guys. The danger with just water is that bacteria and stuff can grow in the radiator. That's a very good point. Yes, it can contaminate the entire thing, huh? Had to replace a radiator because it was full of brown algae. Yeah, and that's the thing that doesn't build up immediately, right? So you can have like let's take one more. Sorry, Morrowind. Hey, we crossed over. And yeah, it looks like the spelling has to be corrected because in here Morrowind has a single R. In that sign there's a double R. I'm guessing it's a double R that's correct, at least if it's about like the Skyrim province or the Elder Scrolls thing. I think there's a game for that, right? But yeah, the thing with the algae, that doesn't really creep up immediately, right? So it's highly likely that people who use just water will say, hey, it's just fine, it works. But then yes, it works short term, but long term, is it the same? Are there no lasting effects? That's the tricky thing to find out. This truck can feel a bit weird at times. The aspect ratio, it feels like it's zoom out a bit. Maybe a bit more. Get some tilt going. It's more like it. Elder Scrolls area, there you go. Man, but I really like this dashboard. And not often... there you go, Morrowind, Pearl of the West. Like that. I'm not often into modern trucks, right? In ATS especially, I really like the classic ones, but I do appreciate how amazing this dashboard looks. Man, that is sleek. My goodness, how far does this road go? Not complaining. Hey Rohan, how's it going, man? Is school done yet? Is it time for the holidays? Goodness. Let me see if I missed any messages. Finals left. Good luck, man. Oh, sorry. Going out of the lane. Good luck, good luck. Final stretch. Yeah, the pressurized thing, I didn't know that, but it kind of makes sense. Because in a car, right, you have this opening when you open the hood or the bonnet, wherever you're from. You have here in front the pipes. I think that's for the radiator, right? And then you have this like this lid that has a warning that don't open when it's hot or something, because if you open that, it will shoot right off. That's probably because the system is pressurized, right? So you have to be very careful when opening that when the engine is hot. Not sure what you call that, the lid, the radiator lid or something. That's where you pour in the coolant, the antifreeze thingy. Radiator cap, that makes a lot of sense. Yes, radiator cap. Yeah, I'm always so scared when I try to open that because I'm not sure how you would qualify. Is it hot? Is it still hot? Should I not open? But then I see some drivers or pros, they know how to work around it. They just get a rug, right? They just press hard on the cap, open it, and they just fight the pressure off. And then they open it. Pros. Just one essay in one project. Ah, nice, nice. Great to hear. Enjoy. They only get second degree burns. My goodness, those guys are pros. Like so in the Philippines, I'm not sure if you've seen one. We have what they call a jeepney. Right? This is the public transportation. This is like the military jeeps from the US. I think that's where it came from. But yeah, those are public transport in the Philippines. Those guys are pros. All the tricks of the trade, how to work with the engine and whatnot. And one of those is just opening this lid without effort. Even if the engine is hot, just put a rug there, press hard, turn, and you're good. And then they pour water into it. Yeah. Quick and dirty. Yeah, so back in was it elementary or high school, I was in a school bus service. I'm not sure if this is a thing elsewhere. Oh, I think it is, right? In the US, you have those yellow buses. But in the Philippines, it's a bit different. In the Philippines, you don't go to a bus stop. In the Philippines, the school bus goes to your house. So it takes quite a while, because if there are 20 people in the bus, that means the school bus has to go and fetch each student, goes to each of those 20 houses one by one. So it takes quite a while, right? So the school bus trips for me are pretty long. They're pretty significant in my elementary high school life. And yeah, the drivers of those school buses, they are pros as well, because they're pretty used to having to work with what they have, and the buses aren't in their mint condition really. Maybe the opposite. Sometimes the shifting, the gears won't shoot into place. Sometimes it would overheat. So that's, I think, where I saw the driver, just because I'm a big guy, right? I was even much bigger back in the day. So oftentimes they would put the biggest guy in the front seat, so they wouldn't take too much space at the back. You get what I mean? So almost often I'm in front, so I see what the driver is doing. And yeah, when the bus breaks, and it's not really a bus, it's more like a big van maybe. But yeah, when they have to stop, when the one of the sicknesses of that bus is it overheats, so they just stop on the side of the road. They open the radiator cap, pour in some water. It smokes, of course, because it's hot, and then it's good to go. So yeah, all the tricks of the trade they know. Quick and dirty tricks in Mexico. Yeah, exactly. That's the way school buses work there too. Oh, okay. I thought the students just go to the bus stop, and then the bus just goes to the bus stop. Okay, maybe that's only in the movies, or maybe that's only for dropping off. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Mexico and the Philippines are really similar. Yes. Yes, those kinds of things. I can imagine it too in Mexico. Love how those Ford Mustangs have no problems overtaking uphill. Which cars are the powerful ones in AI traffic? Yeah, in AI traffic, how does that work? Do they have their own power setting? I guess so, right? But yes, going back to the story, so that driver, he's a real pro. He knows all the tricks of the trade. There was one point where the wipers were broken, and it's in the Philippines before, when I was studying, the rain is a constant companion in the school season, because we start school June, and June is when the rainy season starts, the typhoons, the massive rain. So it's a common thing. Oh, I think the highway is finally ending, or at least we fit. Oh, we fit. Okay. It's still not done, guys. It's still not done. Floating roads, say Night Wolf. Yes, we are in uncharted territory. This is not released area yet. We just happened to shoot by because there was no invisible wall that stopped us. But this is not part of the official map. So if I show you, we're way outside. The official map is only this point, and we're way down here already. And it's actually surprising that there are actual roads here still. That's something I never expected. So yes, I'm pleasantly surprised that we can still drive forward. But yes, so rain is a constant companion, and the wipers broke down. And if you have heavy rain, almost zero visibility, and you have kids in your bus, right? It's not really a safe environment. But that's the thing that we had to go with. And so the driver has to be smart about it. So the wipers are broken. What does he do? This is the first time I saw this, and it's very smart. He bought a what do you call it? The washing machine, the powder for the washing machine for washing clothes, right? That thing. And he brought some with him, and he was pouring it on the top of the windshield. So over here, he was pouring the powder there, so that when the rain would hit it, it would be slippery, right? So the drops would slide. And even though there was no wiper, because all the water was sliding, it just seemed you gain visibility, right? So instead of getting like lots of drops hampering your visibility, you get this smooth motion of the rain, that makes everything look a bit distorted, but you can see outside. So that's like one of the, like, that's how genius that driver was. Like, he knew all the tricks. Okay, wiper broken, let's pour in something. It works, and I was in front, right? So I could see it for myself. Like, yeah, you could see something in front now, even if you don't have wipers. It's smart, really. It's nice to see those like level of genius. School buses work differently everywhere. Okay, in California you had to go to a specific bus stop, I see. So even in the US it varies quite a bit. Nice. Alright, Raul. My pleasure, man. Thank you for the insights and thank you for joining, actually. Really appreciate the company. Should head back. Okay. Alright, thank you for that tip. Let's do that. Let's find a shoulder somewhere and teleport back to the destination. And then let's enjoy the fully built parts more. I think we've had enough of the Dreamland. Yes, amazing project, man. Looking forward to the updates. It's nice to finally get a proper, a full-blown one-to-one map here in the US. Man, I like the sound of this engine. Nothing dramatic, right? Nothing like, whoa, but it works and it's very believable. It is just the way it should be. Alright, let's go and get back to normal ground. Felix Grove. Can I just say go to Felix? It works. Okay. Let's go and deliver this and then let's get another job from here. Let's see. Oh, perfect opportunity for cheating. I won't refute it. Cheater. Ah, dang it. And still it didn't shoot. Yes, awesome work. Oh, it works. It works. Actually. Cheater. I'll take it. I'll take it. No excuses there. But yeah, the text is really more crisp from my point of view. I'm not sure if it translates well with the stream. It's probably not that obvious, but if you play it yourself, I think you will notice it. The text is just more crisp. Very subtle difference, but I like it. That's pro cheating. One shot. Okay, that one works. A stumper. Might be a bit tricky. Oh, what we can do as well, since we have a bit of time, I'm not sure if it'll work though. I tried one of these new trailers with 143. You have this, I think this is the new one, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. The end dumper. And you have 3 options: end dumper, live floor, side dumper. And then that's the new one, thank you. You have different chassis options, 30 or 36 feet, so it can be longer. What I really like, this is a nice level of detail. Normally, with the normal paint jobs like this, you would expect it to be monotone, right? But here, you actually get it two-toned. Red and gray, green and light gray, gray and red. I like that, and it's very nice to look at, right? The color combination is perfect. Blue and white. It's just very minor detail, but I appreciate it. Normally, I skip all through those colors, those plain colors immediately. I almost never use them, but in this case, it actually works. So let's use that. Let's look, see if there's a job here. The thing is, this is an end dumper. It doesn't really have a lot of jobs in there. Oh, this one does. Nice. Okay, so let's reformat this guy. 1 second. Let's dismiss you. Let's configure you, make that more compatible with the truck in terms of the color. So maybe just take that one. Oh yeah, and you can change this part right here. Right, okay. You can make that electric blue maybe. Oh yeah, that one. Is it not possible to do an eyedrop? Oh, I don't think. Maybe that's the next feature they can add. Okay, and then this one we can just make it like dark gray like so. And then the chassis, the cabin, you can also change, make it smaller. Turn off reefer, thank you. Yes, I think I turned it off a while ago. I hope it doesn't stick. Yeah, I turned it off. Thanks. Games Home. Yes, here, it's local, right? Did you see one for sale? Thank you for the follow, Eblem. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for this amazing map. Okay, let's go in quick travel so I can customize the truck. Is there a quick travel here? There is. Hey, mechanical. Yes, yes. Glad you joined. Yes, it is the Cascadia 2022 edition with the super fancy digital dashboard. Very nice. All right, let's go and make that match better. Where's my trailer? 1 second. I didn't activate it. On sale at the lower price. That includes the 3 pedals. How much is it? It's a bit pricey, but I think it's okay. Let's see, T300RS GT Edition Force Feedback Wheel, $659. What's the 593 one? Why are there new prices? Very posh. Yeah, I know, right? Clip. That's the sale price. Oh, it's $593. Tempting. Tempting. Okay, that might be possible. We'll see. No. Sleeper, but the small one, yes. Let's take the... Oh, they're limited ones here. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Nice paint job. I like those lines. Let's pick this one. But the blue doesn't fit anymore. Okay, that's fine. We will make it work. And this arrow thing doesn't seem to work anymore. Is there a spoiler for this? Yes. But we don't really need it, do we? I'm not sure. Does it work like that, guys? That feels like something is off. Do I need the arrow at the top as well? Like that, maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. Bit smaller cab. Not overly much there. The only pack that has the 3 pedal set is the GT edition, I see. And that one, that 593, doesn't have the shifter yet, right? How much is the shifter? You got yours for 350. Is that USD, Jaguar? 350 USD is around, I don't know, 500 SGD, I guess. 500 plus, so it's pretty close price. Okay, let's go with that. Let me tune the trailer a bit, just a tad. Change the color to match it better. I think a bit more... crap. It's hard. That way? That way? That way. Okay, let's take it. USD, thank you. Alright, let's get that thing in here. Can I quick travel again just to get the trailer in? There we go. And then let's go to the place with the jobs. PHP looks like a proper thing. PHP or Qt. Let's see which one is closer. Yeah, that's really interesting. This one, I'm used to this one getting removed. This toolbar at the bottom. Qt is actually closer, so let's go there. Get whatever is available at that time. $269 for the gears. The shifter, oh my goodness, so that's what? 862.2. Ay. 1 second. Oi, this is not the dashboard I want. No. 1 second. Cannot be. Where the heck is the thingy? Oh, there it is. Thanks, Jack. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the real price. I think it's really pricey. It's not that that place is expensive. I think it's really like that. So I'll have to suck it up and save more. No, this is Kriechbaum sounds. You were impressed, weren't you? Yeah, I tried the SCS sounds offline first. I went here immediately. Let's move on. 1 second. There you go. That's the one. You were, yeah, same with me. Same with me. Right. All the manholes you can find. Because one is for the service, one is for the truck dealer, and I guess one is for the job, the pickup point. But at least we don't have pop-up icons, right? H and immersive symbols for the win. Alright, this one here, I think. Which one is it? Is it this one? It's a bit skimpy. Might be the next one. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, that's much better. Oh, there's the manhole. Okay, good. So far, I haven't encountered an instance yet where the manhole is invisible because it's underneath the ground. So I think how thick the manhole was made is very nice. It's actually foolproof now. Because before, remember, it was sinking. Okay, where are we going? Calera. Just to different places, Lenar or Wasatch. I think let's go to Lenar. I don't think we've gone there before. Gravel or sand? Gravel. 22 tons. Okay. Can we finish it this stream? I'm not sure. I'll have to leave exactly at the same at 11, guys. Sorry. That's 10 p.m. Eastern, I think, for you. That's in 20 minutes basically. Because I have a work event. We have like a year-ender special that I want to join just to get a bit of the vibes from the company, the holiday vibes. For those who just joined, welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your time here. If you're not familiar, I do have a YouTube page. Nightbot just linked it there. Feel free to watch. More videos for truck sim, for flight sim mostly, some bus sim as well. A little bit of train sim, but mostly simulators. So more content there, and all the VODs, all the footages from the stream are there as well for your consumption, in case you want to catch up with some of them. So thank you for joining. Alright, let's do that. Man, the trailer looks good. Trailer not bad, huh? Not like the... What was that favorite trailer of yours, guys? The Calvin trailer, right? That wasn't a favorite. And yeah, the aero kit here feels a bit off, but I think we can live with it. Merch! Get some merch, guys. Get your own CG mug. Oh, and by the way, it's coming later. The En Grande episode for ETS2. It's time to go to Fred's Scania. Oh yeah, we're going to config session later on. It's going to release later. Really looking forward to it. And yes, more tweaks to be done, but we have to start somewhere. So looking forward to your comments on how we can improve the truck even more. I also got a peek at Max's 6 Series Scania L6 engine sounds, inline 6 engine sounds. Very good. Tequila. I am looking forward to the holidays. Me and Mrs. Clumsy are planning out our holidays where we're going. And I am really looking forward to it. The trailer design is awesome. This one, yeah, very nicely done. I wish you could do more with it, you know, right? Because right now it doesn't animate as much, or does it? It's not like what you can do in Farm Sim, that you can tip it over, like not tip it over in a bad way, but tip it over to unload and things like that. I wish things were more dynamic that way. For those who missed it, guys, for those who joined us a bit late, look at that, Alan is awake. Some of you were wondering if he's a real thing, right? Well, that proves it. He is awake, alright? And I'm not sure what woke him up, but he is awake. He is awake. He's a real thing. As real as it gets. He finally scared Alan awake. Yeah, I think he woke up because of all the floating roads we were driving on. Like, are you serious? You're driving me through here while I'm here? The king of the world, the master. It was the Swift truck that scared him off. Yeah, that might be. That's probably true. Alright, off we go. I do like the ambiance here. And yeah, it being fictional, some people would not like that so much, because some people like the real life resemblance of where you're driving, right? It's not a big deal to me because I'm always an outsider anyway, right? Wherever I go in ATS, wherever I go in ETS2, I'm an outsider. So for me, this is, as long as it looks realistic, I'm fine with it. And yeah, I do like that Eblem and the team can really let their creative sides shine. If they want to do something, they can do something. They don't have to limit themselves to what's there in real life. Woodton Creek. And they can combine all the different sceneries together. Cattle trailer. That's Alex's favorite trailer. Don't mock that. Oh yeah, that's a nice point, Drive Safely. The flowers do add a nice touch, don't they? They're not overly excessive, but they do appear from time to time, just enough to liven up the place. Oh, 80 kilometers here. It's out today! Hey, I have a lot of catching up to do. I hope they have a recap in the beginning. I always tend to forget what happened. And like I get up to speed in the middle of the week already. Is this a weekly release? Would you know, Jack? Or is this like all episodes out already? I never know which is which these days. They have their own styles. 15 south or 66 east? Where are we going? I don't know. This way. I think it's southbound. Episode 1. Ah, I see. It's a weekly thing. Okay, good, good. Alright, yeah, I think the last season was like that too, right? Was Clumsy almost saying the game that shouldn't be named that woke? My goodness. Season 2 of Clarkson's Farm, yes. Is there a release date yet? I'm really looking forward to it. I really enjoyed the first one. I think after I watch Season 2, I'll definitely be diving into Farm Sim, because that's really inspiring when you watch that. By now, the inspiration has waned off, so I'm not as enthusiastic. Although, Jack's stream the other day did liven me up a bit. He showed me around his farm, and he showed me what's new in Farm Sim 22. He showed me the new supply chain, so that's very interesting. You plant the wheat, you get the wheat, you deliver it somewhere, it gets processed, and then you process it some more, and then you sell off the finished product. Because before, in the older farm sims, right, we were stuck with just the raw materials, the raw ingredients, just the wheat, and that's that. Now you can make it into bread, you can make it into whatever, and that's what you can sell off for hopefully for a better profit. But yeah, the supply chains are definitely a nice touch. Makes it more involved, makes it more have purpose, right? Instead of just planting whatever is the most expensive, now you're planting so that you can make something, and that what you're making is what you're selling. Quite nice. I like that concept. See, cruise control increasing, that works. But it's in MPH, so it's not very accurate at the moment for us. Seasons as well. Oh yes, seasons is there, but I'm a bit hesitant to enable seasons, especially in a multiplayer game. Like in a multiplayer, in a dedicated server where there are multiple farms. I'm not sure how that should work, because if the seasons are, if the time is constantly moving, that means the player who's not online can easily miss his planting season, right? Maybe you can disable withering, so once you plant you can just wait. I guess that can work, but yeah, the harvest, the planting season can also be a bit tricky. I'm not sure how that can work. You really have to be on top of your farm, I guess. It's an added challenge. Mexican horn. Seasons turn on withering. Oh, you cannot turn it off? That would make sense though. Yeah, it would look weird if you have like wheat ready and then winter comes and then it's still there. Wouldn't be real seasons if it was like that. I see. Yeah, that would make sense, Jack. Yeah, so with a dedicated server with multiple players and multiple farms, I'm not sure how that would work. I think the only way it could work is if the farm, if the dedicated server was always running, because normally a dedicated server would pause if there are no players there, right? But I think it should continue running at a set time, so that the players could time it themselves. Like, okay, I should drop in on a Tuesday because that's when spring comes and I have to do this. That's when I should plant. So people can, the time is constant, right? It's not like pausing randomly and continuing randomly. So if we can make that for a dedicated server, then it can work, I think. And people can adjust their schedules to work with the seasons, which would make it a lot more realistic. So that's a cool thing. But yeah, I think it has to be adjusted that way. Because I remember from the previous Farm Sim 19 dedicated server we had, the default setting was that the server would pause the time, pause everything when there is no one online to save up on resources, I guess. But yeah, that thing, oh crap. Oy, oy, oy. Is that the new trailer? Yeah, that's like our trailer. Oh. Is that a new random event maybe? I guess so. Because that features the new trailer. Nice. But Disney Plus, why Disney Plus when? I am tempted because I really like the series in there, right? So many nice series, the Marvel ones, the Star Wars ones. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of time to watch these days. I'm so behind on the series anyway, so I'm not in a rush. But maybe when there's a sale coming, when there's a free month coming, maybe I'll get into it. For now, I'm watching the movies one by one. Are the theaters open where you guys are from? I know it's a bit varied, but here it's open. Hope it keeps that way. So we'll be watching the new Spider-Man next week when it comes out. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure even if Disney Plus still does that. I remember for Black Widow, I think they did like a parallel release, right? They released it on theaters, but also they released it on Disney Plus, which you can rent. I don't think they do that anymore. I think they only release it on theaters. I'm not so sure though. But yeah, I heard, wasn't it right? I think Scarlett Johansson sued Disney Plus or something, because apparently she didn't earn anything from the Disney Plus rentals. She only earned from the theater tickets, which sounds weird to me. So she sued them, and I think she won. If I get my facts straight, but feel free to fact check me there. Yeah, it's quite an interesting thing though. And this is such a nice highway. So varied, so many things happening. Spider-Man, yeah. Open but nobody's going. Yeah, I can understand that. Too big of a movie to be streamed on Disney Plus. Yeah, that would make sense. That would be probably why they won't have it. It would, what's the term? Cannibalize their sales from the theater, from the movies. So I think they'll keep it theaters only. Let me see. I think we're good. There was another one that's coming out December 22. Matrix. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I've been seeing a lot of posts about it. The new Matrix is coming out. I didn't expect it so early. Are any of you guys planning to watch it? I forgot about it already, although I kind of remember what happened. But yeah, I forgot the details. Ooh. Titanic. It's been a while. No spiders, please. I guess you won't be watching that one, huh? Yeah. What do spiders and pizza have to do with each other? Hey, Game Theorist. Welcome back. Glad to see you here in the trucking stream. Oh, we're here already. Apparently, I'll be able to make it. Nice. Good. Hey, maybe today we can try raiding. I haven't tried raiding before. Maybe we can try that now. So after I deliver this, assuming this is not a hardcore delivery, I like how this town looks. Very nicely done, very cozy. A bit laggy, but I think optimizations will be done at a later point. Right now, it's filling the details first. It's a Spider-Man reference. Thanks. Health and wear. Yeah, let's try raiding. To share the love. And who knows, maybe you guys will find someone who you'll like too. Okay. I see the cones. I don't like it one bit. I think I am quite familiar with this parking, and it's not an easy thing. And I'm not sure. Yeah, for sure we'll be reversing in. But I think what we need to do is to maybe loop around. Right. Yes, let's do that. Almost a Seinfeld reference too. Oh my goodness. Might have missed that one. Seinfeld, rather. Man, I like this truck. Good job, SCS. As always, when SCS releases something, it's polished. That's what I like about them. They don't have the fastest release, although in this case they have. 133 came out of nowhere. I'm tempted to go straight in and steer. Do you guys think it will work? Let's try it. There's a hill here. I don't think it will work, but we can try. Manila driving. Oy, 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 oy. It worked. It worked. Okay. That made my life a lot easier. Okay. Where's the other guy? Okay. Let's align ourselves here. What was I saying? Oh, I forgot my topic. Yeah, let's try raiding after this one. I forgot it last week because I was so happy we managed to make Pro Mods Canada work in Convoy. Yeah, that will work, I think. Good. There it is. Okay. Nice. Alan, you can sleep now again. We're safe. Our Rex is just attentive as always. No question there. I couldn't find the sleeping Rex. I wanted to reverse it if possible. Oi! Oh. This is our trailer. I wish they would change that. That you had to use different keys to deliver the load depending if it's your trailer or not. There you go. Nice. Okay. Let's see guys who we can raid. How does this work anyway? Bear with me, let's try this out. Thank you for joining me on the stream. Thank you for checking out Esterlon with me. So let's see how this works. Do I go to my dashboard maybe? We can raid a channel, yes. GG man, GG. So we can pick a channel to raid. Maybe I can show my screen to you, maybe that would help. So let's browse those who are trucking. ATS, let's go for ATS. American Truck Said. Huh? How do you do this? I'm such a noob at Twitch. I don't know how to navigate. Okay, I think I see it. Okay, let me share with you. Where is that? Firefox. Okay. Is that what you see now? Okay, good. Great stream. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you. Let's just raid here. Let's go for look for family-friendly people. This guy looks good. There's no one else who's family-friendly. How do you do this? Okay, maybe you guys can recommend someone. Let's see. Who do we raid here? I have no idea. I have no idea. You guys see anyone who's familiar or anyone we should try raiding? Let's see, let's see. The one with 0 viewers. Oh, I found someone. 1 second. Where is this? New streamer trying to get affiliate. Let's try that one. Let's see. Oh, it's not yet starting. Oh, I want to raid him, but it's not yet starting. We wouldn't be able to see. Let's see. Let's look for someone with a webcam, right? Mexican. How about this guy? M Taos. Yeah? Let's see.
All occasions a bit.
Oh no, an ad. Columbus, Ohio. Hey, Ohio. Let's try it. Let's try them. Why not? Okay, let's let that play first. ETS2, yes, we can check that too. But I think let's check this one out first. Aviation car racing. Yeah, let's try. Kinda works. Oh, they're also driving this Cascadia. Yeah. I'm not sure if they're family friendly though, guys, right? So, yeah. Let's see. Let's go and do that. Cool. Yeah, let's try it. Alright, so let's raid the I think I just picked this, right? There you go. Start the raid. Awesome. Raiding in 5 seconds. Alright guys, so yes, have a good one. Stay safe, Clumsy Trucking. Bye-bye. Oh, there we go. I have to press the button. Noob at raiding. Thanks and catch you soon.